So my name is Satu Reijonen. I'm from Virium Helsinki, which is a non-profit organization owned by the city of Helsinki, and I work as a project manager of this EU Horizon funded project Urbane.
My name is Gergely Horvath. I'm a co-founder of LMAD, responsible for product development within the company. LMAD is a French startup. As a context information around, so I'm representing LMAD, which is this software company providing the platform which is integrating any kind of autonomous vehicles, autonomous robots, and optimizing, controlling, running them, operating them in a specific use case. So in this project, we are working with our partner from France, Twinswheel, a robot manufacturing company, and this robot is also from Twinswheel. So they have multiple sizes, multiple types of robots. One of the most advanced lines of products they have is the City line, and this is the City L, meaning the large version. They also have in this project a medium size, the City M, but also they have in the City line the City S, which is the smallest one. As you can see, this City L is quite big, so it's around 175, almost 180 high, about 80 centimeters wide, so it would fit normally on sidewalks amongst people, similar to people in wheelchairs, for example. It has massive cargo capacity. It can carry up to 300 kilos of payload. So it can also tow some sort of device next to it or behind it. The most important thing about this is that it has 3 different operational modes. Obviously, the most important one is the autonomous mode, in which it is kind of localizing itself in a pre-recorded environment. It's kind of an own representation of the environment, a 3D digital map, in which, using its sensors, it localizes itself down to the centimeter precision. And then within this map, it is possible to define various waypoints. Between these waypoints, the robot is navigating autonomously. Second interesting use of the robot, it has this so-called follow me mode, which means that there is a 3D camera here that scans the person standing in front of it. There's a button that you have to press, and then it scans you, and then it basically follows you around, tracks your movement. And that use case is meant for supporting, for example, postal workers who would need to carry heavy things. Instead of that, the robot could just follow them around, carry the heavy things, and then the postal worker can focus on kind of the social interactions and other parts of their job. And then also it is possible to remotely operate the robot, also via a remote controller, but also it can be done completely remotely off-site using this remote control solution, in which there's multiple screens. The operator can see all the camera 360 all around the robot. It can see all the vital information about the robot and can even drive and control it.
So first of all, this project Urbane is an international project in which we are collaborating with different cities. So I'm the project manager of Helsinki operations, and we have been trying out like the last mile, demonstrating different innovative ways to handle last mile issue in the urban environment. And in this last sprint, this is our 3rd sprint that we're doing, we are building this micro hub, and it's going to be done in collaboration with another EU Horizon funded project, Disco. So we have different partners here. A to B is bringing cargo bikes, LMAD is bringing the robots. There is a DB Schenker providing also volume and another cargo bike. And then we have DHL on board, which is bringing this manned service point. So we have been finding this location from Kauppakeskus Ruoholahti, shopping center in Ruoholahti. And we are now starting the operations. And our idea is to bring this collaboration and consolidation inside one building from which all of these different partners can operate their different sustainable deliveries, and also do the first mile for the customers and residents. And this is a really novel way of kind of increasing the quality of the service in logistic field for the residents in Helsinki region.
As Satu said, this is the 3rd pilots. We had 2 before. The second one is the closest to this one that we are kind of building on top of that learnings. In December, we started around late November and run the pilot in December, leading up all the way to Christmas. And we have been, the use case has been with DB Schenker, providing e-commerce packages from regular customers, and then we deliver those. So there has been a lot of challenges with the weather conditions, obviously, so we kind of expected that, but at the same time in December we had especially a lot of snow. That meant multiple issues linked to also how the wheels or the tires are handling that, but also just in terms of kind of routing as well, so that Helsinki cleaning company decides to clean the snow, they just randomly utilize certain parts of the sidewalks, certain parts of the parking spaces, which and creates big obstacles, snow piles. So that also had to be, we had to be adaptive on that. We did not really anticipate that in advance. At the same time, the feedback from the customers was very positive. So we had a lot of deliveries and a lot of positive feedback from the customers who use the service, but also in general, the people walking around on the streets, seeing the robot, encountering it, there has been very positive feedback as well. We especially were surprised by the positive feedback from kids. We got a lot of nice comments about the look of the robot, which Twinswheel, our partner, is very proud of. As you can see, it resembles sort of old French car manufacturers' models, but also the eyes were the biggest hit with the kids. They were mesmerized by it, standing in front of it, obviously blocking the operations because the robot stops when there is something in front of it, but they have been very eager to get engaged with it.
Actually, we even made a survey regarding this look of the robot, and people said that it's very approachable, it's sympathetic, and in that way it's not as scary as it would be to encounter a robot in the urban environment.
Yeah, I can describe it. So basically the process is always driven by the customer. So with DB Schenker we have built this interface so that we are getting the data about packages from Schenker automatically. So that means the LMAD platform is managing all this parcel information, but it all starts with the customer. At the e-commerce store, when you select your preferred delivery option, under Schenker, DB Schenker, there is the LMAD robotic delivery as one of the options. It is assigned to a specific zip code. So the service is only available in that zip code. Currently that's Ruoholahti and somewhat Jätkäsaari. And then basically, as soon as the package is sorted in the DB Schenker terminal, we get the right data and then we can communicate to the recipient. We send out automated messages, either SMS or email, depending on the contact that we have. And then the recipient can book their delivery using our web-based application on which they can select their preferred actual location where the robot goes and also their preferred time window. We are working with 1 hour time windows, so we promise that within that 1 hour the robot will go to that point that you specified at some point during that 1 hour. And obviously from our perspective we want to optimize and group as many deliveries into the same delivery mission as possible, so that's why we are trying to fit as many into that 1 hour, same 1 hour time window. And we also use automated communications to warn the recipients that now the robot is coming. They can track also the robot's location in our web-based application, and then as soon as the robot arrives and stops at the point that they specified, from that point onwards, basically the robot is like a static locker system. So the customer walks up, enters the PIN code, the right compartment opens, and they can take their package.
So we did this kind of a survey asking people's preferences regarding future like last mile deliveries. And people were saying that they are really keen on getting their parcels delivered into a parcel locker systems. So that is something that is quite unique even in Finland, that majority of the people want to get their parcels using that type of service. And also another thing that was kind of present in those answers in this survey was that people want to get their parcels delivered very timely, conveniently, and also location-wise conveniently. And I think that this service, where we can have like a predetermined pickup location for the parcel and also this 1 hour delivery time slot window. This will be kind of an answer for residents' needs when they want to pick it up by themselves and also in a time that is suitable for their needs.
And I can maybe add that the whole concept aims to be flexible for the customers. So that's how we designed our process, how the robot is delivering the packages as well. The customers have the option to alter or modify their preference up to close to 15 minutes before the mission is about to start. We always try to think about what the customer would prefer and try to modify and iterate based on that. Obviously, this is a project in a way, so one of the goals is to generate learnings and iterate and find the best kind of service that works the best for the customers as well.